This is a demo for Project 4A. It's called Big and Small. And in this one, I'm asking you to take 3 original photographs and place them together, a background, and 2 pictures of yourself. And they need to be from different backgrounds. You need to put both pictures of yourself in the new background. I did do one thing here that I have asked you guys not to do because I was trying to save time and I think it backfired on me. I actually used some old pictures that I already had when what I want you to do is actually come up with an idea and pose and take pictures, you know, specifically according to what you would like to do. I think in a lot of ways it will make things a lot easier for you. I wound up really struggling not only with getting the hand to look like it was holding the puppet. If I would have just posed this out, I probably would have not been holding my hand up straight like that. I would have, you know, tipped it forward like you really would if you were holding a marionette. I might have even held an object in my hand that, you know, looked like the wooden support that people use for those. And while I was at it, I probably would have not just used a found picture of myself for the puppet either, but I was just in a hurry at the time, and ultimately I wound up spending about 5 times as long on this as I should have. Here's another reason why I shot myself in the foot by using pictures that I already had and trying to force them to fit this project instead of just going out and creating new pictures to fit an idea. And I will show you. Okay, this is a picture of me from last summer in Italy. I'm in a little town called Lucca, and I am out one day drawing with pastels. It's called plein air when you're out painting or drawing in the fresh air and sunshine as opposed to working indoors. And I'm taking a selfie here, holding up my hand to show how much charcoal I had gotten all over my hands because I hadn't drawn in a while. And when you do a lot of computer work or a lot of photography work, your hands tend to stay pretty clean. And I was just having a lot of fun actually getting in there and getting dirty because I hadn't done that for a while. Okay, so this next picture will require a little bit of explanation. Let me show you the original first. I'm not, repeat not, literally passed out drunk in the street. This is posed. We were being silly while we were over there, and I had just purchased a couple of bottles of wine, and my friend and I thought that it would be funny to pose with the wine bottles, and so this was staged, it was posed, and it's not. If I had actually gotten passed out in Italy, I would never, ever, ever have admitted that to my students or shown them pictures of it. So this is 100% posed, you know, so just so you know. And at the end of the day, this was not that easy to work with because it's really not the kind of pose that a puppet would have if you were really, really hanging it from strings. And so I was trying to cut corners, and I really shot myself in the foot for that. The other thing that made it hard to do was that I had a terrible time selecting these out of the background. You know, we've talked about using the quick select tool and the select and mask the select and mask tool, which it can be really, really helpful if you're using it with an image that really contrasts from its background. There's a lot of problems with that here. This one wasn't quite as hard as the other one, but I had a really difficult time with this one, particularly with my hair. If you can look and see, my fingers A lot of that is very close to the color of the drawing behind me, and I probably spent so much time trying to force this to cut out of a not very contrasty picture, that if I would have just taken the time to pose, um, you know, in front of a blank wall, in front of a plain wall, or some kind of background that contrasted and didn't have a whole lot of detail, I think at the end of the day I would have spent a lot less time on it than I did, because I really fought with this thing trying to get a decent selection cut out, and I honestly didn't even get that good of a job. I really was not happy with my hair at all, and you'll see in the picture that I actually wind up kind of covering it up a little bit. um, so I would advise that you go ahead and take the time to pre-plan this. I'm telling you from experience, it's not going to save you any time, and it's much harder to go, oh, let me just see what I've got and try to force it. Okay. Also, if you took some old pictures and they were with a very low resolution camera, or you were very small in the picture and there's not a whole lot of pixels dedicated to you, this is also kind of a problem. Okay. The last thing I'll show you on this one video is the original. Let me just close this out. Okay. Leave that one open because I might need it for the demo. Oh, where is my... Thought I had a picture. Oh, here it is. That's my original. Okay, and that's actually kind of been modified a little bit. There we go. That's what the original looked like. So I will explain in the upcoming videos what I did. I wound up having to do a lot of work on this, which I think it came out okay, but I was really trying to do something simple for this demo, and I wound up spending a couple days on it, and I just can't tell you enough how much I wish I would have just done what I asked you guys to do, and that is to take new photographs. So I'm going to start the demo on another video.